Well, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. It's Sean from Seankbeauty. Today we're going to do a Chanel makeup tutorial. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sean. My background is microbiology and biochemistry. I bring science to beauty. I also do luxury makeup tutorials as well as reviews and luxury unboxings. So if that seems like something you're interested in, just keep watching. In addition to the Chanel makeup tutorial, I wanted to recommend products to those who want to experience Chanel for the first time like I did, and you did not know where to start. Some recommendations. Some of us have preferences over the other. Some of us are mascara girls, blush girls, lipstick girls. So for those categories, I'm going to recommend what I feel you should check out. And I would also be showing you in this video how to get versatility from your Chanel products so you don't have to feel the pressure of I need to buy everything a la carte. So without further ado, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's get right into this video. All right, friends, so going in with the Ultra Teint in 101, and I'm using this as almost like a concealer to clean up underneath my brows using this flat tapered brush from Mary Kay. I used to be a senior consultant with them back in the day, and I still had a few of their tools. But this works beautifully for cleaning up the brows. I'll also leave a card above to show you step by step how to fill in your brows and draw them using eyeshadow, which is easier, more efficient than using a pencil, because sometimes you can be there all day with a pencil trying to perfect your brows. Also using a shade like this, a lighter shade, acts as your brow bone highlight, or can act as your brow bone highlight if you don't want to use one. I'm blending this into my skin before I put on foundation. I've showed this in the previous video. This just makes it look like your eyebrows have been groomed. Going in with my complexion product, I'm going in with the Ultra Teint in 131. If you're my shade, this is going to be your jam. This is super lightweight, gives the full coverage, does not look cakey, and a little bit goes a long way, as you can see here. I absolutely love this foundation, so I'm definitely going to purchase it. The samples, a little bit, like I said, the Chanel samples, I'm using them up because they give you quite a bit in those samples. So if you have samples and you haven't used your Chanel samples, I would say dabble into that, because you get a lot of product in those little samples. When you're using a brush, definitely a tapping motion is going to be your friend to avoid any streaking. And those areas where the skin is thinnest, you don't need to use a lot of product, i.e. the forehead, under the eyes, around the nose area, that kind of thing. So I'm going to go in with highlighting under the eyes, giving me a little bit of a brighten effect. I'm going back into that 101 shade. Again, if you're looking for the concealer, the shade that matches this is 91. But I'm taking a little bit of it underneath my eyes. And as you can see, this gives me a beautiful brightened look to the eye. We want to be feminine. We want to be feminine in our makeup. We don't want to look like we've tried too hard. And that's why I really love Chanel's products. They give you this luminous glow without the look that you try too hard. I'm going in with the Pourpre Brun from the Ombre Premier. This is about $36, and individual shadows from Chanel, I have to say, are amazing. With the brush here, I'm making sure that I'm not taking that shadow downward, because when you have hooded lids, you literally want your eyeshadow to go upward or towards the ear. So I'm taking that Pourpre Brun also underneath my eyes. I'm stamping underneath the eyes first to give me more payoff, as opposed to swiping under the eyes, because sometimes when you start swiping, you don't get as much payoff and you're really smudging out the product as opposed to laying down the pigment. So as you can see here, it looks absolutely beautiful, and you can actually see the color. Okay, friends, so I'm just going to go in with the MAC Skin Finish in Dark Deep, and I'm just going to press this right under my eyes, not using a lot, because we don't want it to be cakey, by using a lot of concealer under the eye and a lot of powder. So there we go. just enough just to blur everything out. Okay friends, from the 9 Ombre palette, we're going to go into this gold shade, but I'm going to spray my brush so I can get the most payoff, and I'm just going to put this in the inner corner of my eye. So I wanted to bring the light down just so that you can get the true finish of this. I've already sprayed my brush, and I'm just going to tap this right into the inner corner. This is a beautiful gold shade. All right, going in with the Jouer Contrast in Rosewood with a dense brush, I'm just going to put this pigment where I want it on the high points of my cheekbones and taking it towards the ear. I learned this from Max Factor in an article that he had sometime back in the 1930s. And I'm using a big face brush just to diffuse this out. This is my technique. You don't have to do it this way, but I absolutely find that it works beautifully for me when I put my cheek colors on this way. Again, this makes you look youthful and it's beautiful. Now I'm going in with the Lip Base primer, and this, my friends, if you have lashes that, you know, isn't one with length or volume, this is going to be the key. This primer works beautifully. I make sure to coat every single lash hair, top and bottom. And this really does help to bring extension to the lashes when you're applying your mascara. I kid you not. I've tried the Le Volume that I'm going to use next without primer, and I see a huge difference with using the primer versus without the primer. And the primer is definitely the key secret with really getting that volume and that length going. What I do love about these two products working together is that there is no clumping, and when it dries down beautifully. So I definitely say check it out. This is the Le Volume here, the mascara in Noir, and look at my lashes. Like, I literally can see them. I got so excited. Again, I'm one that loves to wear lashes whether I'm going out or not, but look at I can literally see my lashes, friends, and this is not the case. Okay, now going into the Ombre Premier in Grandeur, I'm going to use this as my highlighter, and this is just a beautiful color. It's a golden shade. You can use this all year round. Great for summer. Great for the lids, which is intended for, but again, you can use your products for multiple things. All right, beautiful friends, we're gonna go in with the Nude Brun. I'm just gonna wipe off my Clinique lip balm so that this pencil can go on seamlessly. I love to use like a lip balm while I'm putting on my makeup so that my lips don't dry out. So what I'm gonna do with this pencil, I really love it. It retails for about 30 bucks. It has a lip brush on one side. It comes with a sharpener, and it has the crayon on the other side. I'm just going to line my lips and prepare it for the lip color that I'm about to use, which is close to this color. It's Eternal, and I don't know if you all have tried it, but it is a beautiful shade that would look good on every skin tone. I'm going into the Rouge à Lèvres Velvet Extreme, and this one is in 118 Eternal. I love the little push capsule here, and this lipstick is well loved. I've been using this a lot. It is a beautiful nude pink or mauve that any skin tone would look great in. And I'm just gonna apply that. You see that color? Then I'm going to do the Scott Barnes right towards that lip liner. Wow. What I love about this lipstick, and I've mentioned it in previous videos, is the powder finish. If you're one for mattes, you're going to really appreciate this. It does not leave the lips uncomfortable and dry, and I literally wear this by itself. That's why it's so well loved. Then the next thing we want to do is we just want to clean around the lips a little bit. So using, a flattened brush, you can either put concealer or foundation on it, or you can literally just use a plain brush just to get that up. I know some people would want to use it with foundation just in case it moves your makeup around, but I don't find that to be the case when I just use a plain brush. But I'm just going to clean right around the periphery just to make sure that this looks seamlessly placed. All right, friends, so here is the finished look. And I absolutely love this look. And imagine if you put on lashes. Penelope, who's been with me for a while, she knows I wear lashes all the time. Tamara, Barb, vouch for me in the comment section below. I love lashes, but for the sake of this video, I'm showing you what you can get from, if you're not the one to wear lashes every day, even in the house. You can go after this duo here, and I will just grab it out. The Le Base from Chanel, as well as the Le Volume. These working together really gives you that look of lashes. You all saw with my almost non-existent lashes that this coated my lashes and really prepped it for using the Le Volume. And this is in the color noir, which is black. And it really extended my lashes, separated, and looked beautiful. The next thing I wanted to say is, you know, you don't have to get everything from Chanel, but I totally encourage anyone who has not experienced the Chanel line to really experience it, even if it's just one product. You know, the price point for the lipsticks are right there about, what, $38? But like her mascaras are like $32. If you're a mascara person, like I said, Le Volume is going to be your jam. If you don't want to go after the quads or even like the 9 Ombre palette, the individuals work beautifully. This is the color Grandeur. And the reason why I say this, so you can get these off of Chanel's website, but I will leave the link to all of them below for your convenience. But the reason why I say individuals work just as good is because you can use these individuals for more than just an inner corner, a lid color. You can use them, as you saw in the video, as a highlighter. You can also have a look at the ingredients to see if this can be used on the lips before telling you that. Before I say go ahead and do that, because this would make a really great lip color if you line it with a nice brown liner. I think this would look beautiful with a lip gloss on top. Or you can use, this is Excitation, which was from a previous collection, but this is just a beautiful gold shade with flickers on the inside, and put that on top. Or even, I don't know how much payoff this gives. I literally ordered this and I just got it in the mail. So I'll do a review on this and let you all know, but it's from an older collection. And getting to an older collection, it doesn't matter if these collections have been from previous, you know, seasons. I just say if it's beautiful and it's working for you, go ahead and at least try it. Let me talk about something for a second. Poupre Brun. Let me show you how versatile this is. I only did one color on my lids, as you can see, and in the inner corner I used the Grandeur. You don't have to do that. You can just use this. Now, what's great about this is if you're my skin tone, this would be great as a contour, bringing in those shadows into the depths of the cheekbones right here, snatching you in, taking it underneath the chin area, bringing shadows down the neck to make the neck seem longer. This would be a great contour around the forehead as well. And the reason why I know that is because Sketch from MAC, and I'll just show you and I will compare the two. Sketch from MAC is about the same color. And I've been using this to contour with in those days when I want to contour, if I'm not using Fenty's Espresso Stick. This also works as a really great cheek color. So I know that I can do that with this and still get that type of finish because they pretty much are the same color. So I would say that with that. If you're a matte girl and you just want to experience Chanel for the first time, I definitely encourage you to try the Extreme lipsticks, because I will tell you, these are comfortable. They have this powder finish at the end. Definitely using the Scott Barnes technique makes you feel like you've got fuller lips, you know, taking the applicator towards the lip line. Just really comfortable, very pigmented, and very beautiful in its finish. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the 9 Ombre palette. If you want an eyeshadow palette, I suggest this for those who have a darker skin tone, or you can go after, there was another one that has a beautiful red in it, and I remember watching Mel do a tutorial on that. I will leave that palette down below. In fact, Chanel is coming out with their winter collection that's gonna have a lot of reds in it as well, so definitely check that out. Well, if you're a blush girl, then I would go after the Jouer Contrast. If you're fairer, there's so many beautiful colors. You can even use Rosewood or Vibration. These are just really great colors. This one here is Rosewood that I'm using, but on a fairer skin tone, this is gonna look beautiful as well. I mentioned this in a previous video. This reminds me of the NARS Dolce Vita. I really love this for the payoff. It just gives you this youthfulness to the cheeks. It's not overpowering. It works beautiful with the grandeur. Will I try Chanel's highlighters? Yes. Okay, about the foundations. Now, I use the Entretien in 131 and in 101. So I'm going to get the concealer in 91 because that's what's close to 101. That is going to be fantastic because I've been enjoying this, as you all can see. These little samples, I've been making them stretch. However, yeah, I've been making them stretch. But I'm going to definitely purchase these probably this week, the concealer and the foundation, just because it's lightweight, it does not move around, it blends seamlessly, and it has this beautiful fragrance. Now, again, if you're not one for fragrance, then I would say don't go with these. But if you do like fragrance, it's not overpowering. It is just, it lends to the experience, if you know what I'm saying. So the last thing I want to say is you don't have to feel pressured to buy all of this makeup. For us who are in the beauty space and especially luxury makeup, the luxury makeup world, you know, this is what we do as content creators. But for you personally, you don't have to do this. You can actually just experiment with one product. Like I'm saying, with the Ombre Premier, it's $32, I think, somewhere thereabout, or $36. You can have one eyeshadow and really experience the luxuriousness and quality of Chanel's eyeshadows without going into a quad that's $62 or into a 9 Ombre palette that is $70. So you don't feel like you're overextending yourself, especially if you're not a makeup collector, if you're not a content creator, but you still want to experience these products, then I would definitely say budgeting is your friend, and just using maybe a lipstick or a mascara, depending on what's your jam. If your jam is mascara, then I definitely say the Le Base and the Le Volume from Chanel. If you're a cheap person, the Jouer Contrast in Rosewood. I think Rosewood would look beautiful on anyone. If you're into lip colors that's a matte, then I would definitely say, you know, go into the Rouge à Lèvres Velvet Extreme line. If you want a satin, just go with the satin from the Rouge à Lèvres Velvet line. If you want to experiment with the lip glosses, there are some beautiful lip glosses from Chanel. There's also the duo that has the lip gloss on one side and the lip color on the other. Or you can go with, like what I did with the Excitation, which is just, you know, one lip gloss, go with a plain color. Or if you know that you would wear this, I got this because I know that this I would wear by itself, because during the daytime, if I want to run errands, just put on a gloss and you're good to go. It's so many options out there with Chanel that you don't have to buy everything together, but it's just a luxurious experience. It makes you feel beautiful. The quality, the payoff is there. You feel like it's worth the splurge. And look at reviews to really see, you know, is this something that I want to experiment with? I'll tell you all too, if you don't want the brown paper bag, experience. I've gotten questions down below like, where can I get this signature box, because I've ordered from a Nordstrom or Neiman Marcus and I've gotten it in a brown paper bag. Okay, so I've experienced that too. Not to knock those department stores, I absolutely love them, but it does kind of take away from the whole experience of getting your Chanel products. So definitely I say, if you have a Chanel boutique or you have an SA who can ship it out to you, they will ship in the signature Chanel box, or you can order from the Chanel website, and all the links to these products that takes you directly to Chanel's website is in the description below, so you can definitely click on that and it will redirect you there. Chanel would literally send it in the signature box along with, I think it's 2 now samples with your product in the little sample bag that you can use for multiple things. So hopefully that's a quick tidbit for you, and that you get to experience from the time you receive your package, opening your package, to using your product, that you get the full-on luxurious experience of using Chanel. I hope you all found this video helpful. Definitely give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, like the video, click the notification bell. I know that's a lot of instructions, but this really helps us as content creators to get our videos suggested, viewed, for you to be notified when we put up our videos, and it really does help us out a lot, and I'd really love if you'd be able to do that. I love you all so much. I'll see you in my next one. Ciao for now.